Welcome to our journey through Amsterdam, a city rich in history, culture, and breathtaking sights waiting to be explored. Amsterdam is a city that's buzzing 24/7, a city with more canals than Venice, a city that's straight out of a storybook. We're talking windmills, we're talking bikes everywhere. We're talking about some serious art history that'll blow your mind. Whether you're fresh off the plane or you've been around the world twice, Amsterdam's got something for you. This isn't just another travel guide, this is the inside scoop on the top 10 things you absolutely cannot miss. We're talking about the kind of experiences that'll stick with you long after you've left. So buckle up, grab your walking shoes or maybe your biking legs, because we're about to dive headfirst into the energy, the history, the art, the everything that makes Amsterdam so damn incredible. Let's do this thing. All right, first up, we're hitting you with the heavy stuff, the real stuff, the Anne Frank House. This isn't just a museum, it's a time capsule, a punch to the gut, a reminder of the power of hope in the face of pure darkness. You walk through those narrow stairs, you see the cramped rooms where Anne and her family hid from the Nazis, and it hits you. This isn't some history book story, this was real life. You see Anne's diary, her words, her dreams, and it's impossible not to be moved. It's heavy, but it's important. It's a reminder of the fragility of peace, the importance of fighting for what's right, the power of one girl's story to echo through generations. Take your time here, let it sink in. And when you walk back out onto the street, onto those canals, let Anne's story stay with you. Let it fuel your own story, your own fight for a better world. Next up, we're diving headfirst into the world of one of history's most famous artists, Vincent van Gogh. The Van Gogh Museum is like stepping inside his mind, a whirlwind of color, emotion, and those iconic brushstrokes. You'll see sunflowers, you'll see the potato eaters, you'll see self-portraits that'll pierce right through you. You'll see the evolution of his style, the raw emotion that poured out of him onto the canvas. And listen, I know art museums can be intimidating, but not this one. Here you feel Van Gogh's energy, his passion. It's like he's right there with you, whispering the stories behind each stroke. Don't just walk through, get lost in it. Get lost in the textures, the colors, the sheer brilliance of it all. This is art that speaks to your soul, man. Don't be afraid to let it wash over you. Okay, art lovers, buckle up because we're hitting you with another heavy hitter, the Rijksmuseum. This is the mothership of Dutch art and history, a sprawling temple dedicated to centuries of creative genius. We're talking Rembrandt's The Night Watch, Vermeer's The Milkmaid, and a whole lot more. You'll walk through the halls and witness the evolution of Dutch art, from the grandeur of the Golden Age to the experimental movements of the modern era. But it's not just paintings, people. The Rijksmuseum is packed with sculptures, furniture, Delftware, and artifacts that tell the story of the Netherlands. You'll see model ships, intricate tapestries, and historical treasures that'll transport you back in time. It's a lot to take in, I know. But that's the beauty of it. You can wander for hours, getting lost in the details, discovering hidden gems around every corner. It's a crash course in Dutch culture, all under one roof. All right, enough museums for now. It's time to experience Amsterdam the way it was meant to be experienced. From the water. Hop on a Canal Cruise and get ready to see the city transform before your eyes. The canals are like the veins of Amsterdam, connecting its different neighborhoods and whispering stories of its past. You'll glide under bridges, past leaning houses, and witness the city's unique charm from a whole new perspective. As you cruise along, you'll see houseboats decked out with flowers, locals sipping coffee on their stoops, and the sun glinting off the water. It's a side of Amsterdam you can't fully grasp from the streets. Trust me, a canal cruise is a must-do. It's relaxing, it's scenic, and it'll give you a whole new appreciation for this city's beauty. Okay. Even in a city as vibrant as Amsterdam, everyone needs a little green space to recharge. Enter Vondelpark, Amsterdam's answer to Central Park, a sprawling oasis in the heart of the city. This place is huge, man. We're talking ponds, lawns, forests, even an open-air theater. You can rent a bike and cruise the paths, lay out on the grass with a good book, or just wander aimlessly and soak up the tranquility. You'll see locals walking their dogs, friends having picnics, and musicians jamming out under the trees. It's a melting pot of Amsterdam life, a place where you can truly relax and feel the city's laid-back vibe. So grab a coffee, find a bench, and let the world drift by. Vondelpark is a reminder that even in the midst of the urban jungle, a little bit of nature goes a long way. All right, let's get back into the thick of it. Dam Square, the beating heart of Amsterdam, the place where history and hustle collide. This square has seen it all, from royal processions to protests, and its energy is contagious. You've got the Royal Palace on one side, a masterpiece of Dutch classicism, and the National Monument, a towering obelisk dedicated to World War II victims, on the other. Talk about a study in contrasts. But Dam Square isn't just about history. It's a hive of activity, with street performers, vendors, and tourists from all over the world. It's the perfect place to people watch, grab a stroopwafel, and soak up the city's vibrant energy. Don't be afraid to get lost in the crowd, to feel the pulse of Amsterdam coursing through the square. This is where the city comes alive. Don't miss it. Now we're heading to one of my favorite parts of Amsterdam, the Jordaan Neighborhood. This is where you go to escape the tourist traps and experience the city's authentic charm. Imagine narrow canals lined with crooked houses, each one a different color, each one with a story to tell. Imagine cozy cafes, vintage shops, and art galleries tucked away on cobblestone streets. That's the Jordaan in a nutshell. This is a place to wander without a plan, to stumble upon hidden courtyards and charming cafes. It's a place to browse antique shops, discover local designers, and soak up the neighborhood's laid-back vibe. So ditch the map, put on your walking shoes, and get lost in the Jordaan's maze of streets. You never know what treasures you'll find around each corner. All right, let's be real. No trip to Amsterdam is complete without a little taste of Heineken. And what better place to experience the world of this iconic beer than at the original Heineken Brewery? The Heineken experience isn't your average brewery tour. It's an interactive journey through the history of Heineken, from its humble beginnings to its global domination. You'll learn about the brewing process, the brand's evolution, and of course you'll get to sample some of that liquid gold. You'll see vintage brewing equipment, learn about the Heineken family history, and even get to create your own personalized Heineken bottle. It's fun, it's informative, and it's a must-do for any beer lover. So grab your friends, raise a glass, and cheers to Heineken in the city where it all began. Prost! Get ready for a sensory overload because we're heading to the Bloemenmarkt, Amsterdam's famous floating flower market. This place is a riot of colors and scents, a feast for the eyes and nose. Imagine rows upon rows of tulips in every color imaginable, their petals bursting with life. Imagine the sweet fragrance of hyacinths, the delicate beauty of orchids, and the cheerful blooms of geraniums. It's enough to make you want to become a florist on the spot. But the Bloemenmarkt isn't just about flowers. You'll also find souvenirs, bulbs, and even cannabis seeds. Hey, it's Amsterdam. It's the perfect place to pick up a unique gift or simply soak up the vibrant atmosphere. So grab your camera, take a deep breath, and prepare to be amazed by the sheer beauty of the Bloemenmarkt. Okay, we can't talk about Amsterdam without mentioning the elephant in the room, the red light district, also known as De Wallen. It's controversial, it's in your face, and it's a side of Amsterdam that you won't find in any guidebook. This is where Amsterdam's liberal attitude towards sex and drugs is on full display. You'll see women in windows, sex shops, and coffee shops selling cannabis. It's a side of the city that some find shocking, others find intriguing, and everyone has an opinion on. But the red light district is more than just its most notorious attractions. It's also home to historic canals, beautiful churches, and some surprisingly good restaurants. It's a neighborhood with a rich history, and it's worth exploring with an open mind. Just remember to be respectful, keep your camera in your pocket, and be prepared for an experience that's unlike anything you've ever seen before. So there you have it, the top 10 must-see sites in Amsterdam. From the historical weight of the Anne Frank House to the vibrant energy of Dam Square, this city has something for everyone. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel guides and tips. And let me know in the comments which Amsterdam site you're most excited to visit. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep those travel plans coming.